feast your eyes on this absolute diamond. If you follow the channel, we've probably done more 754s than any other shop in the United States of America in the last 10 years. We've done a lot of these, and this one stands head and shoulders above any that we've done because this one is 100% original. Right down to the tires, the chain and sprockets, the paint, the grips, the bars, everything on this bike is exactly the way it came out of the factory 56 years ago with 6,534 miles. It's an absolute diamond. It's a unicorn. I've never seen one that was 100% original like this, at least through our shop, nor have I seen one online recently that is in this condition, 100% original. It runs better than it looks. Got the original HM300 bike. The motorcycle that struck the death toll for BSA, BMW, Triumph, Laverna, and a bunch of other manufacturers, including Harley Davidson, who really struggled to keep up. This set a new standard. It's like light years better than anything else that was out in 1970. It stands to this day as one of the most spectacular classic motorcycles of all time. Come on inside, I'll tell you all about it. Guys, feast your eyes on this absolutely spectacular machine. And after hearing it run, I think you'll have to agree there was not a finer sounding four-cylinder engine ever made up to this point. This thing set the standard. This is a stock original HM300 exhaust that came with the bike. This is a one-owner bike. Bill Bugani bought this bike brand new, kept it his entire life, and sadly, he passed away last year. And his wife, his sister called us and sold us the motorcycle. He wanted us to have the bike. He wanted it to see, be taken care of properly and find a forever home for it. And he wanted us here at the New England Motorcycle Museum, who better to do it. So we got the bike. We went through it top to bottom and confirmed those are the original 1970 tires on this motorcycle, which is absolutely remarkable that they're not dry rotted, indicating that he stored this in the right place. The original saddle, the original paint, the original levers, grips, mirrors, everything, all the cycle parts on this bike are exactly the way it came out of the showroom in 1970. And if you do your research, go on YouTube and punch in Honda CB750, and probably you'll see more videos from us. I know we've restored more of these in the last 15 years than any other company in the United States. But we have not, this is the first time we've had an original in spectacular condition that just needed what I'll call a preservation service done on it, going through the carbs and putting a new battery in it and so forth. But this bike is exactly the way it rolled out of the dealership. It's absolutely remarkable. The bike runs spectacular. The clutch, transmission, engine, the engine's nice and quiet, no valve clatter or anything like that. And the exhaust note is nothing short of pure music. This thing is definitely a museum quality original survivor. A lot of components on this bike are very similar to what came off the Sandcast, because this is the first production year of this model. I have I phoned a friend, and I have my CB750 Sandcast specialist right behind me here to tell you a little bit about it. But before we do that, I want to tell you what he did to the motorcycle. He went through the entire fuel system, cleaned out the tank, had the tank off the bike, took the carbs off, completely dismantled, cleaned them in the ultrasonic tank, did a major rebuild on the carburetors. Everything has been gone through on the carburetors, new battery. The carbs are synced and tuned perfectly. Went through the entire bike, changed all all the fluids, the brake fluid on the front, the brake master cylinder on the front, and the caliper were completely rebuilt with new pistons and seals. The rear brake was serviced. The all the oils, the engine oil was changed, and it was totally gone through top to bottom with an eye at not messing with the originality on this beauty. This is Justin, aka Mr. Turbo. The matter of fact, the day I met this dude, this is kind of a appropriate time to talk about the story, but he has a shop in South Windsor that him and his grandfather owned, and he had 4 CB750s for sale. I think there was a, what models were they? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I had a 78 CB750 K, 2 Super Sports, actually 3 Super Sports as well, all 1976s, which were pretty cool.
Beautiful bikes. And I said, who restored all these bikes? And he said he had. And we made a deal on the bikes. I bought them all, and I asked, and he brings me in the shop. He's got a turbocharged CB750. What year is that?
1971.
71. Yeah. Basically, the year doing this with a turbo. I didn't even know you could do that. And he's got a whole lineup of CBs. And his next door neighbor had a collection, including some sandcasts. So he'd been around these his whole life. So I asked him what he was doing for a job, and he was working in the IT industry. And I said, what'd they pay you last year? And I said, if I gave you a $10,000 raise, would you jump ship? And he said, hell yeah. So he put his 2-week notice, and I hired him, bought the 4 bikes and hired him on the spot. And he's our go-to guy. He also trained under the Manic Mechanic for almost 2 years. If you know the Manic Mechanic, he's considered to be one of the best 4-cylinder engine builders ever to come out of New England. And Justin had a bench right next to him for 2 years, so he learned everything that he didn't already know. He was humble enough to be taught by the best the rest of it. But back to this bike. Justin, tell us a little bit. Did I miss anything in recanting what you had done to the motorcycle? Tell us everything you know about this bike.
Yeah, it's beautifully original. It really is. From the side covers, they're beautifully original. Still has all the original warning labels, even on the chain guard. That's actually how we verified the tires. The tires are the identical ones that are recommended from the factory on the chain guard. And the date codes show that they are 100% original. And like Ken said, there's no dry cracking on them at all. Like, this bike is a time capsule out of 1970. And it really shows. All the covers are beautiful. The points cover, these always get dinged up or dented. That's beautiful and original. All the finishes are spectacular. This even has the original dished master cylinder. They didn't have a dish cap in the later years, as well as the black kill switch right here. And none of the paint is faded on these as well. Normally these turn like a orange or even a white color if they're really faded, but the paint is just remarkable.
I think I forgot to mention the air boxes, because I remember there was like a $600 and something invoice. Tell us about the air box.
Yeah, that is a NOS Yamiya airbox. It's painted the identical color to the original. They're very fragile, and it must have cracked over the years. We got it with a later airbox on it, but we wanted to make sure this is as original as possible. So that is the only thing on the motorcycle which isn't original to the 1970 date code.
You can see the birth date of May of 1970 on the original factory VIN tag, which still looks excellent. When usually those are all worn out and messed up. And like I said, we've done a lot of CB750s. Justin's neighbor, how many does he have?
40, probably 50 now. He still collects.
And you had a half a dozen when I met you. So we've been around a lot of these. I have never seen an all original 1970. Have you?
No, not with the original tires.
It's just pretty much unheard of. And the sound of the exhaust, the way this engine's tuned, you've got it tuned to the 9s. It's ready to roll into a motorcycle show or roll it into the New England Motorcycle Museum, where it's going to spend the rest of its days until someone purchases it. It's actually up for sale. If you're interested in this bike, you want to give us a call at 860-454-7024. We can finance this. Classics can be financed through the same company, Freedom Road, that does our new bikes. And there are several bikes of this caliber that have sold well north of $30,000. I saw one article I was looking at 35. What is the high water mark on these now? Do you know?
Oh, I mean, for a beautiful original one like this, it's really the sky's the limit. But, you know, even at Mecum auction, you see them close to 50,000, maybe even more these days. So they're really hard to come by, especially in this condition. And this one is fully serviced. It's ready to ride across the country. You know, I don't know if I would trust the original tires, even though they are beautiful condition. But new tires are the only thing that's stopping you from riding this thing to California and back, which is really remarkable.
I'm going to go on Mecum, and in the eBay ad, I will post like the top 6 close examples of this for the auction prices. Also check a few other sources online. Bring a trailer and see what other ones have sold for. But it'll be priced accordingly and reasonably with a reasonable reserve. And if you have any questions about it, give my son Ken Jr. a call. He'll help with the shipping. We can white glove ship this thing right to your door. It's just remarkable to see a 50. You know, to find any. This is like finding a 70 Chevelle SS 454 with 6,000 original miles with original tires on it. They just don't exist. They're super ultra rare. Plenty of restored examples out there, but I like to say it's only a cucumber once. Once it becomes a pickle, it's hard to get it back to cucumber status. This is a fresh cucumber right here. So don't hesitate. If you're one of our clients who's purchased many bikes from us, this one's a diamond. It's not perfect. It is 56 years old. If you look closely at the paint, there's a couple of, you'll see a little patina in it. There's a little scratch right here. We did not touch up the paint on this tank anywhere. I wanted to leave it original. You can color match this paint and get touch up. We can do that if you wanted that done. There's another little scratch right up here. I noticed there was a little discoloration right here, but like I said, it's original, you know, and it proves the bike was never smashed, crashed, or destroyed. Oh, we also, this side panel right here is cracked on it also, and we have a reproduction set of side panels, which are going to be included in the sale if you want them. We can have them professionally painted and color matched if you'd like, but I think it'd be a crime to take any original parts off of this bike, because it's as close to a brand new one as I've ever seen. So be your choice once it's your motorcycle. In sake of full disclosure, this is a 56-year-old motorcycle. You can see this decal right here is there are reproduction ones available, but I did not want to mess with originality at all because it's so close to right out of the crate. There is a small crack in this gauge face here. Those are available also, I think, right?
Yes, they are available.
And the exhaust pipes had a couple of tiny holes because of the condensation in there. Can you show them where those are?
Yeah, it's really on the back side. You wouldn't even be able to tell. Maybe if you look down right there and zoom in, you could see.
The Manic Mechanic introduced us to a substance called high temperature Belzona. It's like $450 for a pint of the stuff. It's really expensive, but it's the best stuff you can possibly use. And that was the best way to fix that issue. Was there any other spots on the pipe that we might have had to do that too?
Yeah, it's on the inside of the pipes.
Okay,
the Belzona.
So you can't really see it.
No, it's very hard to even tell that we did it, but we did want to make this a perfect sealing exhaust system.
Other than that, I mean, you might find a little bit of patina on the chrome here and there, but once you re-chrome them, it's very difficult to duplicate the original factory chrome, if not impossible. Yeah, other than a little bit of minor patina that you'd expect on any vehicle that's 56 years old. You know, that 70 Chevelle I mentioned, that would be worth $250,000 with 6,000 miles in original tires if it was an SS 44. That's, you know, you're gonna have a little patina on it, and that's part of the beauty of it. Most real collectors would prefer a bike like this than over one. Highly prefer one like this, other one that had a frame off and was repainted, because then you don't know what was made overseas, reproduction components, that kind of thing. This is an original owner bike. The only reason it came up for sale is he passed away last October. We got it from his sister and massaged it to perfection. My son's a notary public. He's got all the court documents and the title, and he'll notarize the bill of sale. Or whatever you want. We have the death certificate from the previous owner and all the court docs too. So it's only. Oh, I almost forgot. Thank God I was rambling here. I got to show you inside the tank. Look inside this tank. Pretty remarkable, isn't it? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's beautiful, especially for an original tank. It's hard to find one that hasn't been sealed over the years. And once you seal a tank, it's like your reference with the pickle. You're never getting that tank back once it's sealed.
Remarkable preservation. He obviously was a labor of love. He had it for 55 years. It's absolutely remarkable. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video half as much as we did having this in our care here. It's been here for a few months, and we've got to massage it a little bit and drool on it and look at it and ride it. And now it's time to find it forever home like we said we would. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.